Hello friends and welcome to Chadowfax Games. I'm playing Laysara, Summit Kingdom, and I am ready with this town to get a Sacred Ice Maker working with 100% efficiency. And hopefully that will help us with some of our resource production. Fortunately, we've gotten a positive balance again on our treasury. So let's take a look at what we need for a Sacred Ice Maker. We need avalanche distribution. Well, first off, we need to get to level 4, which means we are going to need another academy. Doesn't really matter where I put that. Should get us to level 4. Okay, we're at level 4. Let's look at our Sacred Ice, Divine Ice Altar. So we need a Sacred Ice Maker to a Divine Ice Altar. Okay, so we need incense. We need snow compressors. I just want to look at how big the Divine Ice Altar, so I could basically just switch it out immediately. Okay, so that in and of itself is pretty decent. Want to see. So we need snow compressors. 6. We send 6, we get 4 out of it. And then those 4. So these 2 will be able to provide, together, will be able to provide both of the Sacred Ice Makers. So let's take a look at what we need beyond that. So we need incense, correct? So 12 incense. We 6 incense, so hang on. How much incense are we producing right now? We have a surplus of 5. Are we able to boost this at all, I wonder? Like, am I able to extend this? Let's give it a shot. This is going to cost some money, but might be worth it. Doesn't quite get there, so I'm gonna put those back to dirt roads because it doesn't quite get me to that area. Once I've replaced these and once I've got more efficient production going on, we may be able to move this around a bit and put it in a better spot. Okay, so yeah, let's just get some more. Let's just get another incense maker going. So we will just need another cedar farm. This is fairly easy. Cedar Grove. Incense maker. And herbalist. Okay. Boom. Boom. And let's get that over here. Alright. So that gives us the 12 incense we need. Avalanche. Okay, good. We contain that. We're all good. Yeah, nothing to worry about there. So Ideally, I want two sacred ice makers. So, yep. Yeah, so 12 incense will be fine. And 12 ice. All right, let's go ahead and just throw this down here. Okay, and I'm gonna pause things because I am gonna need to stop sending ice here. Yep. So there's a sacred ice maker, and then we should be able to throw that right into a divine ice altar, right? Yes. So we need 2 of these, though. Am I right? Yes. So let's get a second one of those going. Yeah. Over here. And then we're gonna go from there. And we're gonna... We're actually... Pause. I'm gonna get these into here. And then... we don't need this. We're gonna have these send to here. Alright, so now we have sacred ice. And we're gonna demolish this and turn it into divine ice altar. Boom. And same again over here. So we're gonna destroy this and put it into a divine ice altar. Then, with a little bit of help here. Okay. How much Sampa are we receiving now? Okay, so just want to see, so these grant a 50% production boost. So that, yep, so we'll rework our supply chains here in a second. So let's just continue on. That's perfect. We could use this new ice for more powerful altars, right? Yes, their divine power will strengthen the conviction of nearby workers even more. Perfect. Load it up on caravans so we can use it in our new colony. Sell 16 sacred ice in trading posts. Alright, so... Okay. So first off, do we even need this Sampa anymore? Well, let's, before we do anything... Barley. So 1, 2, 3. So 3 times 8 is 24. So yes, we still do kind of need this. We still do kind of need these fields down here. That's okay. Is making 18. So what I want to do is kind of arrange things more efficiently. Now, hay-wise, we can supply 2 more. 2 more of these hay dryers. And then we've got a surplus of 60. Yeah, so yaks won't be an issue for a while. What I'm going to do then these guys, they don't produce extra even if they're in range of this, which they are, so I'm okay with that. I'm gonna move this one up here, and then we'll deal with the consequences of that. I'm gonna temporarily move this, and I'm just gonna try to make things a little more efficient here. And I'm gonna go ahead and use roads to extend its range. Oh, let's try that again. Yep. Can we extend its range even farther? So we can actually get a road going this way and around the back to this field. Yep, okay, perfect. Okay, so I have a huge excess of hay here. But that's not what I'm too worried about. So I'm just gonna throw in 2 more hay dryers. Building's not in range. Can we extend the range of this? Ever so slightly, I think we can. Maybe not. Well, if we move it down this way, should be able to. So I should have plenty of hay. Now I need to sell 16 sacred ice, which means I'm going to need to collect more ice overall, and I'm going to need more incense. Now currently I have a surplus of 5 incense, but I think I can do better. Let's Alright, so to start with, got a surplus of 12 cedar logs, so now I can get rid of this. Well, yeah, I'm gonna temporarily get rid of this. Because we should still be fine, because, yep, we're still fine. Alright, so... Okay. I need 18 coming into these 3 incense makers. So I can actually get rid of one of them. And we'll deal with that in just a second. So what we're gonna do is put in a carrier post. And have these guys send to the carrier post. Hang on. Well, I think we've run into a bit of a technical problem here. Which is that this thing isn't active until we have incense. Alright, so what we're gonna do... Yep. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna prime it with a little bit of incense. Oh, we need logs? Yep. Okay. So, basically, by temporarily stopping in production. All right. Now let's look at it. So I just needed to prime it to get this working again. And now I think we're good, because now we have a surplus of 6. Yep. So let's go ahead and delete that. And let's go ahead and delete that. And we're good. Alright, I think we're going to need to rebuild those quick, but no, we have a surplus of 23 now, incense. How many do I need to sell? I need to sell 16. So, these things are really doing a great job. I wonder if I could actually get this down in this area. Probably not. But it's powering my incense production for sure. And I think I'm just gonna make some adjustments here. Yep. Alright. So, we need to sell 16 sacred ice, so that means we need to have 4 more of these, because they only get down to 4 more ice, so... Make sure these guys get active. All right. Where do we want to set up our next round of ice? Wherever we set it up, we're going to need to collect more ice from elsewhere. Not sure why my money is suddenly negative. Okay, what are we negative on? Building upkeep. These things must be fairly expensive. Interesting. They shouldn't be that bad. I don't have any warnings, so I'm not sure. Road upkeep, building upkeep, interesting. Alright, well between those, our building upkeep got pretty bad, so we need sacred ice makers. We're gonna do that over here near incense. So we need 4 of these. Okay, so it's time to build some more yak readers, which I was expecting. Beautiful. Still got tons of hay to work with there. Alright, so let's take a look at what we've got a lot of. We've got a surplus of 11 cheese. Okay. Surplus of 9. Okay. Surplus of 7. Okay, so I can't destroy honey. Surplus of 4, can't destroy eggs, but we're sitting pretty good there. Alright, so we need... Do I want yaks or do I want... let's do artisans, I think. Can we supply one more incense maker? Are we gonna need another one? Okay, I think we are gonna need another one. Alright, Build me, I guess we do need to build a little more in the way of incense. Right. Now the problem is selling this actually going to overcome our negative balance here. And it looks like that's a very clear yes. All right. Yep, so let my treasury recover. Yeah, so I think we've definitely done some good work with making sure everything's going well here. I could definitely get some tapestries going. Do these guys need tapestries? Yes. Could use tapestries? Yes, but you're mainly looking for food. Fish, there's no way we're gonna produce enough fish here. Okay, yep, good. You're still able to prevent avalanches here. Do we have an excess amount of incense right now? Yeah, we have a surplus of about 17. So something we can do then is add a second shrine over here. And let's throw some incense into that one. Alright. So what are we missing in this one that these ones have? Mandala? No? Interesting. Gong, maybe? Scholarship? Yeah, scholarship. Somehow scholarship isn't quite getting over there. There we go. And then the mandala isn't getting over to these ones over here. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to throw in a mandala. Well, get these guys upgraded. Alright. So I think that's pretty good right now. Treasury's full. We're at a 517 positive from selling it. Something that could definitely help us is if we started mining gold and minting it and making money that way. Literally making money. But let's finish this mission and see what happens. Wait a second. What's this? It's leaking. It's a special delivery. Just keep it in cold and don't break it. Say what? It's for the greater good. No time to explain. Now, for the new colony. So the trader isn't happy. Where are we going back to? Oh, interesting. Are we unlocking something new? All the way down here, is that where we're going? Are we serious about that? Interesting, interesting. I did not realize we would be coming all the way down here, but this we can definitely use to conserve some space. Like if we can grow a lot of resources here. Okay, so yeah, let's start the mission down here. And we're going to try to send 16 sacred ice down here. That was an awfully long journey. Yeah, turns out, in the high mountains you don't find super fertile land like this around every corner. But now we're here, and that's what matters. Because of having 2 summit temples, we have access to fishery from the get-go. Let's use that. Okay, so we don't have any avalanches. We've got a lot of green space, so we can do, basically, we can do a lot of farming. So they want me to do fishery from the beginning. I'm just looking, let's zoom out a bit. Is there really only one entryway? Yeah, so, I mean, we've got nice big green spaces, but not a lot of them. Yeah, so let's build a bridge. Road. Oh, this will be our main area. So, 40 lowlanders with fish. So, we need 10 houses. Marketplace. Okay, so we really want to make use of fishing. So I'm actually going to adjust this road a bit. On the off chance I can get more fishing space out of it. Alright, so we'll need to upgrade to 2, right? What do we need here? Fish, honey. Honey won't be the most productive here. Cheese and Sampa. Eggs. Let's eggs are easy. Yeah, so let me just throw in some eggs over here, just as a way to get started. There we go. Then we can worry about fish. Maybe some honey as well, and I can readjust its positioning. Yep. There we go. Alright, then let's get some fish going. Yeah, so I did think I was gonna need to do some more. There. Guess we're gonna need a trading post right away. For food production, we'll need lowlanders, a lot of them. Then bring them in. We should upgrade their housing straight away. Reach a population of 200 lowlanders. We'll worry about this later. I'm just gonna make sure that we got a decent number in. And then we can worry about upgrading them. More honey. Alright, so what do we need to upgrade? We need some spirituality. Praying place if possible. Right. No, not a praying place. Hang on. What is this? A mandala. Alright, mandala requires monks. Alright, we reached our population of 200, but let me fix this fish situation. Alright. Good, now we can focus on boosting our Sampa production. and selling all of it to earn tons of money. Ha! After all this mess, fat chance. What's the matter? It's your damn ice. It started to melt before we figured out how to transport it. We lost a dozen of loads. What a waste of money. Well, it's not our problem that you can't do your job properly. Ah, so that's how you want to play it. Well, now it's your problem too, because I surely won't be paying a full price for your Sampa. I need to cover at least some losses. Alright. Yep. Alright, I need to adjust everything up, I think. So we need to sell 48 Sampa. I think this will be our Sampa growing location. Hopefully. Or over here. We'll go left. Alright, but first we're gonna make adjustments to our whole mountain here. So let's move things up a bit. Hey, what are these guys missing? Mandala. Alright, that's fixable. Let's do Tamped Road. There we go. Yep. Huh. Alright, road. Right. I think I'm doing a decent job here. Alright, we do want to get some artisans in. So let's get those in. What do we need? Sampa. Okay. Okay, so yeah, let's worry about getting Sampa in then. So we're doing 6. So 4 of these to a mill. Alright. So throw in some more artisans. Alright, so how much Sampa are we selling? Or we're using 8. And we have a surplus of 4, so we could definitely. Yep. I will put in some yaks, just temporarily. Keep my income high. So we do need like another mill going on. Probably 2 more mills, to be honest. Okay, what's our surplus here? 16. We need a total of 48. All right, so we're definitely going to need to readjust here. All right, yep. Okay, let's pause. Yeah, let's start over, way over here. That's not bad, but we're gonna make room for more mills. Squeeze it in. Yep. So 4 more farms there. So can literally adjust the position of my bridge here. By 1. Make room for 1 more mill. So, let's grab me some more yaks. We've probably got plenty of hay available coming from these. So hang on, I've got 12 times 2, so I've got 24 hay coming. So that's something I can definitely start working on getting hay production going on over here. Yep. So the goal is to sell Sampa in trading posts. Okay, how much do we have? We're selling 28. So I think we need another mill in and another 4. Okay, are we, we still don't have enough. All right, so let's make sure I keep getting the axe in. Okay. What do we need to level these guys up? Cheese will require a lot of yaks. All right, let's not worry about that. We're doing fine so far. Let's just keep pushing more Sampa. There's truly a lot of Sampa. All right, we're selling the Sampa we need. Grr, if not for the incompetence of this woman, we'd be swimming in gold by now. Relax, we'll bolster our budget in another way. How, exactly? We'll build a huge artisan district. We'll be needing them either way. And if well taken care of, I'm sure their donations will be generous. Yeah, so we're just gonna separate out an artisan district then. 26 artisans at level 2. Yeah. Yep, I'm aware that we need to do more there. All right. Do I just want to build... Yeah, do I want to come over here to build an artisan district? I think I do. And I think we're going to move all of these over here. "26 artisans. We'll worry about that in a second. I'm gonna slide them all one sideways. And just because I kind of want to make sure I'm giving the river some room. So I can harvest plenty of fish. So we need a total of 26 artisan houses. So right now that's 3 times 8 is 24, so we'll just do one more. So again, I'm just gonna slide them all over, I think. Yeah, let's slide them over 2 actually. Just make sure we're giving the river some space so we can fish it. Oh. Okay, we're gonna need some bridges. Good. Donations? Nope, that's not donations. That's an inn. Donations? And commodity supplier. And then we'll send some Sampa. We need fish. Fish and Sampa. Fish Sampa. Eggs and honey. Do these guys use honey? They do not use honey, they use cheese. Alright. We need to get these to level 2. Yak races. Actually, don't need roads along here. Yep, so let's try something more like that. Okay. We're gonna adjust that. Alright, so yak races. In fact, I'll build it down a little because I think it's got a big enough range. Alright, so it's time to get serious. How much Sampa am I selling? We're selling 48. Yeah. So we need to set this up so we can... yeah, we need to set this up so we can do some hay. Will this still be in range? Maybe. Right. Yeah, so I'm gonna need a trading post, I think. Or a carrier post. There should be... Hang on. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there should be 20 fields, each providing 2, which gives me 40 barley. Yep. So 40 barley. And we'll worry about whether or not we should have someone else here or something else here later. So 40 barley. Not 40 barley, 40 hay. Where do I want to set up hay? Let's start with 4. Not you. You. Alright. Then let's do some compact yak readers. That takes care of yaks for a bit. Okay, yak races. So what's left here? A gong? I could increase roads. More fish. Alright, so we're getting our treasury back on track. I'm gonna upgrade some roads here to increase the range of the gong. There we go. So, 26 artisans at level 2. Are we still selling? 48. We're a little short on Sapa, which means it's time to put in another mill. Right. We've got so much hay. 32 extra. Alright. Yeah, that's that's really more than I can ask for. Let's just make sure we're selling at least 48. Yep. I'm just wondering, it'd be nice to use this single salt deposit while we're here. Yes, but that requires more advanced buildings. Let me take care of that. Alright, so we need some monks. Alright, oh dear. Yep. Alright, yep. Our Sampa fields are a little... out of the way. Okay, what if we just built a road around this way? I don't think it's gonna be enough. Yep, let's switch location. There we go. Okay, so we have our salt mine, but we'll need to do some more research, so we'll need to get some monks going. So for my academy, we need 48 monks. What if we just kind of... So first off, I'm curious, if I put a monk house down, what does it need? Could do walls. Not necessarily required. Yeah. So, we're gonna try to do this without walls and see what happens. Or we could build walls around this entire thing. We'll see what happens. Okay. Okay, more fish. Fortunately, easy peasy. Cool. Okay, what do we need to level these up? Let's get some academy. Mandala. Let's adjust that positioning a little bit. We'll definitely need to upgrade these roads a bit. Okay, so... Nope. Alright. Reach research level 3, so we're about to get there. Please tell me we're not going to need to build a monastery here. Great, we can now kickstart butter tea production. Prayers always bring great ideas to mind. I bet you just want some of the tea for yourself. But it's not happening. We are shipping it to support building the last summit temple. Don't count on a rare bargain. Buttered tea. Alright, so... Okay, so let's get buttered tea. And I just want to make sure we're still selling plenty of Sampa. We might be just a little behind on Sampa again. That's okay. I don't think I need this many monks, so I'm gonna go ahead and destroy some of these. Come on. Yep. All right. And we'll build more if we need to, but let's get buttered tea going. So we need yak shacks, 2 butter beaters, 2 butter tea brewers. Okay. We also need herbalists and salt mine. So we have the salt mine. So, just to be clear, we have enough salt to support 4 butter tea brewers. And yeah, so we'll have a ways to go here. So we don't actually have huge amounts of space to work with here, I'm noticing. I'm gonna go ahead and destroy these. I don't think we need those. Do these guys need honey? No, they don't. Do these guys need honey? They could use some. And that might actually take away some of the need from Sampa. So... Do I wanna... Yeah, let's just throw in some honey over here. Okay. Good. And some eggs as well. And the reason I'm doing this is to just make sure I have enough Sampa. That's too many eggs. Yep. So we're good. Yep. We have 3 extra honey. Let's demolish one. Oh! Now let's see what we can do with... let's see what we can do with yaks and yak shacks and butter. Alright, so making butter. So we're making 9. Yeah, so these will not split evenly, so it's 2 of these to 3 of these, which will make 18. which will do 2 of those. So we need a total of 4 to 6 to 4 to do full butter production. That's 6. And so we need 2 of these. Yep. All right. So we're gonna start with 4 of these. So 4 yak shacks, and we're gonna use a carrier post to split their flow. Okay, we're a little short-handed on lowlanders. Okay. Let's get some more honey in immediately. I tried to go without, but looks like we do need more. So, yep. And the next thing we need are 6, so we should have a total of 36, yes. So we're gonna need 6 total butter beaters. I'm going to adjust the positioning here a bit to make this more likely to work. Oh, that should actually be okay, surprisingly. Yep, so if I throw a road up here, and... oh, I guess not quite. That should work. Okay, and then we're gonna move this one over here. Then we're gonna go to all 6, hopefully. All right, so that's 6. So we should be using full. All right, so we should be getting a total. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a tunnel. So we've got 36, got 4 salt, 36 butter. All right, and then let's set up 4 butter beaters and 2 tunnels, or 4 butter tea makers. Then some tunnels. 2 tunnels. Okay, we need more yaks. That's easy enough. Where's my hay? Hey. let's get some more lowlanders in. All right. So we should be receiving from these tunnels. So butter. Oh, do I need carrier posts, I wonder? Can we split the flow? Yep, nope, we need to split the flow. All right, so carrier posts it is. Okay, so we were using all 36 of our butter. And then with this tunnel, let's do salt. We'll also need to split the flow. All right, and then we'll need we'll need herbs. With a split flow. Alright, so we're good to go. Now we just need to get him to a trading post, which I think... How much are we making? We're making 9 in each. So we're making 36, I think. We are. Interesting. So I just realized to make this work better, I could have been importing that sacred ice and setting up monuments. Yeah. In fact, I should be. So maybe I'll do that next time. But in the meantime, trading post. No, we'll need a carrier post or something. I don't think we're gonna. Well, there you go. Beautiful. Are you going to start finally buying all this ice, or what? My niece has already caught a cold dealing with it. Actually, why not? Yes, we can use it to build a divine ice altar. And that'll enable us to produce even more butter tea. Alright. Well, I'll deal with that next time. But I think what I can potentially do with that is make... I think I can make this... I can reduce this area. Because we're getting 50% more out with the Divine Ice Altar. So I could basically get rid of a third of these. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could get rid of 2 whole fields. And 8 fields, 2 whole mills. If I got everything within range. And then the mills themselves. Yeah. And, yeah, using salt, we could make more butter tea. Yeah, so, that's my plan for next time. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching this. If you enjoy my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.